Hey guys, Sick here back at Jake's Flea Market in Bartow, Pennsylvania. Love this place. The first table I came across here had some DVDs and some VHS tapes, but unfortunately a bunch of nothing I needed to pick up. So definitely striking out on the first table, but then we moved on to the second, which unfortunately I striked out on again. Just a bunch of other DVDs that I didn't need to get. You know, some decent titles in here. I think they wanted like $2 or $3 a piece. You know, decent prices, but unfortunately, nothing in there I needed to get. They had a bunch of these cheap $1 titles you would get at places like Walmart, so didn't want to get any of those. There was one interesting title right here, though, In the Line of Fire, and that is the actual DVD that, for whatever reason, comes in a CD jewel case. I don't really see that too often, so I'm thinking I probably should have picked that up just for collecting purposes. This is something I've never really seen before. I probably could have got it for $1. They only wanted $1 per CD, so probably should have got it, but I passed on it for whatever reason.
Okay.
This guy here had 8mm film, and I think he won about $5 a piece for these, which was a pretty decent deal. I'm kind of kicking myself. Probably should have got him. I don't have a player for him, though, so I passed, but maybe I should have. This table here, bunch more DVDs, but nothing I needed to get in there as well. He had some seasons, but all stuff I either had or just didn't want. My favorite new guy. This guy just started coming here this year. The last few months I found him. He always has a lot of great titles for only $2 a piece. And I picked up Paul Revere, The Midnight Rider, a biography documentary, Trial and Error, Akira, I Confess, Video Gangs, Celtic Pride, Barbed Wire, and All of That E for $2 a piece. That was a fantastic deal. This table here had an impressive display, but nothing I needed to get in here. I believe these were all about $2 to $3 a piece. You know, good deals, but nothing I needed to get. More of the same thing here, except these were way overpriced. There's some seasons and some Blu-rays that I wouldn't mind getting, but they wanted way too much for these. I think the Blu-rays and the seasons were all like $10 a piece. Definitely didn't want to pay that. The lady for these wanted too much. I only paid $1 for my CD soundtracks. I believe she wanted like $3 a piece for those. Wasn't paying that. This guy here had a lot, but I only ended up picking up 2 titles from him. I ended up getting 1 DVD and 1 CD soundtrack from this guy. It was right here. Picked up Secretary, which I was very excited to get on DVD finally. And I also got the Sliver soundtrack. Then this table here, I actually looked at this last time I was at Jake's. This guy was here. And just like I said last time, not a single title in all these that I needed to get. You know, impressive display here, but nothing I wanted to pick up in there. This again, some more CD soundtracks that were way overpriced. Like I said, I only paid $1 for my CD soundtracks. I mean, unless it was something I really wanted to get. And they just wanted too much for him, so I had to pass. Another table. This guy here I've looked at before. You've seen him in some of my other videos. I've already picked through his titles. He doesn't get anything new and ever, so I've already picked this guy clean. Why I even bother looking at his table, I don't know. Probably should just pass on him right away. And some more DVDs that I passed on. Nothing I needed to get in there. A few VHS clamshells, some Disney clamshells, but pass on them. Nothing I need to pick up. And then we come across some more VHS tapes. Not a lot in here I wanted to get either, unfortunately. He only wanted $1 per tape. Not a bad deal, but nothing in there I really needed to get. That is except for one title I definitely had to pick up. And that was right here. The Hulkster Hulk Hogan. Definitely wanted to get that VHS tape. Not a huge wrestling fan, but I do love great nostalgic 80s and early 90s wrestling, so definitely had to pick that one up, especially for $1. Then I came across a couple more DVDs, but once again, nothing I really needed to get. Thought about possibly picking this up, but ended up passing on it. I think they only wanted $2 a piece for these, so good deals, but nothing I really needed to get. And unfortunately, no CD soundtracks I wanted to pick up either. Then this was another decent table. A lot of great titles in here as well, but once again, nothing I needed to pick up. And even worse than that was the fact that these prices weren't all that great. Some of these were priced pretty well, others were priced way too high, so completely passed on this guy's table here. And then once again, some more CD soundtracks that I had to pass up on. It's a shame how much people want for their CDs. They just ask way too much for them. CDs should never be more than $1, especially, you know, in this year, in the year, you know, 2012, $1 per CD. And I came across some Blu-rays, but they were priced way too high. I think she wanted $20 for Planet Earth and $10 for Blue Planet there, and 007, way too much. This table here was great. These are all brand new titles, all still factory sealed. She only wanted $2 a piece for these. There were some good titles in here too. Some stuff I already had, but still would have been great for $2. Some other stuff I definitely wanted to pick up. What I got was Night of the Living Dead, John Carpenter, Pat and Mike, and Recycle. Got that one on Blu-ray for $2. That was a steal. Then this table here was amazing. $1.50 per DVD or $2 for unopened DVDs. As you see, there's a ton of great stuff here. Unfortunately, a good amount of it was scratched. So this guy had some amazing, really hard to find titles, but a lot of them were scratched, so I had to pass on a lot. But I still did end up picking up a decent amount of titles. I got Goosebumps, The Ghost Next Door, Unnameable 2, Vampire Hunter D, Wired, Deep Cover, Everest Beyond the Limit, Perfect World, Mad Monkey Kung Fu, Pumpkin, Maximum Risk / Double Team Double Feature Set, and Don't Be a Menace. Got all those for $1.50 a piece, with the exception of one I paid $2 for. Great deals there. So that was it for my trip to Jake's, guys. Let's take a look at what I got. Hey everybody, Simasic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, once again, headed out to Jake's Flea Market in Bartow, Pennsylvania. And today was a fantastic day. I have 28 titles to show you, so let's take a look at what I bought. The first title I picked up for only $1 was the soundtrack to Top Gun. A fantastic movie with a fantastic soundtrack. One I definitely wanted to get from my collection, so for $1, had to pick it up. The next title I picked up will make all you wrestling fans very jealous, I'm sure, and that was the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Got this for $1, another fantastic deal. Now, I'm not some big wrestling fan. I don't watch wrestling. I'm not really all that into it. But the older 80s wrestling, it has a lot of nostalgia for me. My father and I used to watch it when I was a little kid. We used to get lunch and sit down in the family room and watch wrestling together. So I do enjoy watching these older matches, again, just for nostalgic reasons. It's not something I'm necessarily really into, but I do find it fun to watch. For $1, had to grab this one. The next title I picked up, I grabbed for $1 as well, and that was the Sliver soundtrack. A movie that I have not seen in years. I do remember liking it back when I did see it, though. I really should get around to watching it again. But I definitely want to pick up the soundtrack. Looks to be an interesting mix. Not a lot of bands on here I've even heard of. There's Lords of Acid, Shaggy, UB40, and that's about it for the bands that I actually know on here. So, again, a kind of weird and very eclectic soundtrack, but for $1, had to pick it up. The next title I picked up for only $3, which was a fantastic deal, because this is a movie I've been looking for a long time now, and that was Secretary. Have this on VHS, so obviously I'm picking this up to replace my VHS copy, but again, very happy to have this now on DVD, because I love this movie. If for no other reason than I'm a big fan of Maggie Gyllenhaal. My wife thinks I'm crazy for that, but I love that girl. And this movie, it is actually a good movie. I mean, if you're a Maggie Gyllenhaal fan, you're definitely going to like it, but even besides that, it is a good movie. So I definitely want to get myself either a DVD or Blu-ray copy, so very happy to get this on DVD for only $3. The next 4 titles I picked up are all absolutely brand new, still sealed. Got them for $2 a piece, which again was another fantastic deal. And the first title I picked up was Recycle on Blu-ray. Now, I had never heard of this movie. It was a complete blind buy, but when you're looking through a bunch of $2 titles and you come across a Blu-ray, you gotta pick it up and check out what it is. This actually gets really good reviews on Amazon, so from that alone, figured I'd pick it up and check it out. Again, it was only $2, so if it's not good, I didn't really waste any money, but like I said, it does get fantastic reviews, so I'm sure this will be a great watch. Then I grabbed Pat and Mike, a fantastic movie, one I love very much. Already had this one on VHS, so I am picking this up to replace my VHS copy. For $2, brand new, this was a steal. Then I picked up John Carpenter, a documentary about John Carpenter. Now, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to get this one or not at first because it is released by Image Entertainment, and they're known to release more lower budget films, so I wasn't quite sure if this is going to be any good or not. Thought maybe it's going to be kind of a B documentary and not very good documentary. But once I got home, looked up reviews on this, it gets fantastic reviews. So apparently, this is a very good and very well done documentary. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out, and I'm very happy I picked it up. And the last $2 title I picked up was Night of the Living Dead, this year being the Millennium Edition. Comes with a bunch of great special features. Really wanted to get this one because I do not have a standalone Night of the Living Dead DVD release. I do have it in a multi-pack set that's not a very good transfer at all. And I do have it on Laserdisc as well, which is actually an okay transfer, but I really want to get myself a standalone DVD release. And since from what I hear, this has a fantastic transfer, and like I said, it does come with some great special features. For $2, very happy to get this one. Then the next table I stopped at picked up some more $2 DVDs. This time I grabbed 8 of them. We're going to go down the floor to check these ones out just so I can get through them somewhat quickly. So let's see what $2 titles I picked up. So here's all the $2 titles I picked up. Let's take a look at what I got. First up here is All About Eve. Brand new, never opened, which was a fantastic deal. This is actually #1 in the 20th Century Fox Studio Classics collection, so very happy to get that. Then I picked up the unrated version of Barbed Wire, which I already had on VHS, but I really wanted to get it on DVD. This is actually out of print now, so very happy to come across that. Then I got Celtic Pride, another movie I'm picking up, just replaced my VHS copy, but great film. Then I got Video Gangs, a snowboard video. Love watching these, so I had to pick that up. Then I got I Confess, an Alfred Hitchcock movie that I really wanted to grab. Trying to get the entire Alfred Hitchcock movie collection. Want to get every single one of his movies, so one more down. Then I finally picked up Akira, a movie I've wanted to get on DVD for a long time now. Already have this one on VHS. I've owned it on VHS for many years now. So very, very happy to come across this one on DVD. From what I've read, this is actually the best transfer they put on DVD so far, so very excited to get that. Then I got Trial and Error, another great movie that I already have on VHS, so again, picking this up to replace my VHS copy. And the last title I picked up was Biography, Paul Revere, The Midnight Rider. Now this, I'm definitely looking forward to checking out, because from what I've read, Paul Revere didn't really do all that much riding. Apparently there were other riders who did a lot more, and should probably be a lot better known than Paul Revere, so really looking forward to checking this one out and seeing what they actually have to say. And finally, the last table I stopped at right before I was about to leave, this guy had some fantastic titles and some fantastic deals. All his DVDs were marked at $1.50 each, and like I said, he had some really rare and obscure stuff. Now, unfortunately, a decent amount of it was scratched. Had they all been in great condition, I would have bought a hell of a lot more, because like I said, he had some really rare and obscure stuff. But I did get some great titles, some of it being a little bit harder to find. So once again, we're going to go down the floor and take a look at all these great titles I just picked up. So let's take a look at all the $1.50 titles I picked up. And the first one here is Deep Cover, a movie I'm getting simply to replace my VHS copy, but I've yet to watch it, so definitely looking forward to watching that. Then I got Power Rangers SPD Wired Volume 3. Again, trying to get all the Power Rangers I can, so definitely had to grab that one. Then I got Don't Be a Menace. This here is actually the theatrical cut. Already had the director's cut on DVD, only had the theatrical cut on VHS, so grabbing this one to replace my VHS copy. Then I got a double feature set here of Maximum Risk and Double Team. Already owned a Double Team, but I didn't own Maximum Risk yet, so definitely had to grab that. Love myself some Jean-Claude Van Damme. Then I grabbed Unnameable 2. Definitely wanted to get this since I have Unnameable on VHS, so really looking forward to checking that out. Then I got Goosebumps, The Ghost Next Door. Always have to pick up Goosebumps every time I find them. Love watching these, and it's also brand new, never opens. Then I got Everest Beyond the Limit, something I've wanted to watch for a very long time now. Never got around to watching this when it was actually on TV, but I'd always wanted to see it, so for $1.50, this was a steal. Then I got A Perfect World, another movie I'm picking up simply just to replace my VHS copy. Then I picked up some Dragon Dynasty with Mad Monkey Kung Fu. Haven't seen this one, but this should be a fantastic watch, and also brand new, never opens. Then I grabbed Pumpkin, another movie I'm picking up simply just to replace my VHS copy. Haven't watched this one yet either, so definitely going to watch that one ASAP. And finally, I picked up Vampire Hunter D Special Edition. This year's apparently out of print right now, so very, very excited to come across this. I've heard great things. So that's it for my ball today, so now I'll try watch.